What will I do when it comes to Harmony? Even though nothing I say is financial advice, I'm still dollar cost averaging once a month when it comes to one, its native token. However, I'm not telling anyone to do anything, but that's just personally what I'm doing. The thing is this, my sort of plan stays exactly the same as to what I originally set out to do. That is just dollar cost average again once a month into the projects that I'm a fan of. And especially one as of right now, people like to tell me, well, the market cap is so low. They like to say it's below 50 million. And they like to allude to how one back in December of 2024 had a market cap that was almost 600 million. And they say, oh, wow, that means one is over, all this type of stuff. But my thing is this, because I'm looking to dollar cost average anyways, am I going to be complaining? No, because my intent is to dollar cost average preferably at a lower point, because that way I can bring my average down. And also on top of that, by me dollar cost averaging into one as of right now, sure, maybe it could go lower, but the thing is, one, it's literally over 10 times lower in terms of market cap when compared to where it was just back in December of 2024. Like what? So over 10 times lower than that. What happens if one just goes back to that? That's the thing. Sometimes that's kind of my mindset. And the thing is this, does anyone think that December of 2024 was an altcoin season? I don't. I think that was nowhere close to an altcoin season, but that's just besides the point. So one has already kind of proven that it was able to reach nearly a 600 million market cap without an altcoin season. Right now, the market cap is below 50 million. That's the thing. Maybe for one to hypothetically go to 10 cents, yeah, there needs to be an altcoin season. But to go to just around a 600 million market cap, we literally just saw that like a little bit over a year ago. That's the thing. But besides that point, when I take a look at it, actually one at 10 cents, considering current circulating supply, the market cap at that point would be around 1.5 billion. Again, and we're around 38.5 times lower than that. The thing is this, that market cap right there, Dogecoin pretty much over 40 times that back in 2021 at one point in terms of market cap. But besides that, if I take a look at it, one, back in 2022, it had a market cap of around 4 billion at one point. 4 billion. At 10 cents, considering current circulating supply, market cap would just be around 1.5 billion. We literally saw one in history, right? Pretty much over double a 1.5 billion market cap at one point. It's not like that right now, but it did do that at one point. So to me, do I just want to give up like that? The answer is no, I don't want to. Because sure, one may not be doing the best. Later, if there's a hypothetical altcoin season, there could be some projects that could outperform it. I'm totally aware of that. It's never going to become the biggest. But am I going to complain if it just went back to where it was back in December of 2024? The answer is no. Bitcoin is not over 10 times lower than any point it's ever reached in history ever. It's just not. Like it's around 70 grand, slightly below that. It's kind of fluctuating, but it's not over 10 times lower than like 200 grand. It's never even reached 200 grand. That's the thing. But besides that, I'm still a fan when it comes to Harmony, because Harmony, if we take a look at it, it's kind of like not such a groundbreaking project, some people like to argue, but I think there's some cool factor when it comes to this. Let me explain why. Harmony is an open blockchain network, which I get it, there's a lot of that, but Harmony, I think where it kind of showcases a little bit of a difference in some cases is that it utilizes something called sharding technology. Now, it's not the only one. We take a look at aspects of that when it comes to the Near protocol and also Zilliqa, which is supposedly the world's first ever sharding-based blockchain. But besides that point, what is sharding, right? Through sharding, the network is split into multiple sections known as shards, and workload on the network is distributed amongst these different shards, and as a result, it becomes very scalable and just overall quite good, I suppose. So when I take a look at something like Harmony, I do like seeing that. Again, it's not the only one that has an aspect of sharding technology, but I find it to be pretty cool nonetheless. However, also, I'll never be able to know how long I'm going to have to wait exactly. But I preemptively knew that by me entering into this space, I was going to have to wait for quite a while. Did I know exactly how long I was going to have to wait? No. But at least I feel like I knew that I was going to have to wait for quite a while. So I can't be upset if I voluntarily decided to do something. And if the only thing I have to do is wait, I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait, but if the only thing I have to do is wait, I feel like that's the easy part for me. The hard part was finding the project. Dollar cost averaging once a month. Waiting, I feel like, is the easy part for me. If all I have to do is just wait, it's like, okay, whatever. I'm still going to have to be living my life anyways. So what, in the background, I'm still waiting for something? It's like, whatever, right? It's like, for instance, if I'm trying to grow a tree, is that going to be the thing that I'm going to be focused on 24/7? The answer is probably not. I'm going to have to be living my life and all this, but it's just an accessory, right? It's like something I'm waiting for basically in the meantime while I'm living my life. The way you take a look at this space is the exact same thing. I'm waiting, but I'm also just living my life anyways. So whether I'm holding or I'm not, I'm still going to have to be living my life. So if I'm still going to have to be continuing on my journey anyways, I'd rather be waiting for something as opposed to not. That's my mindset. However, I haven't given up. That's kind of the basic gist of it, and that's pretty much it.